Everyone else got that?
Yes, I did, yeah. Yes. I can see the familiar names are piling in. Good evening, everyone. It's lovely to see you. And congratulations massively for yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, nice one, well done.
And we're so chuffed for you. Asim, great to have you with us. Kathy, Claire, Alex, great to see you, man. Danny. Oh, wow. Sorry, they're coming in so quick, I need to expand the window so I can see everyone. Edith, Inga, Joe, how you all doing? Joe Singleton, great to see you. Karen, Kevin, Laura, Leslie, lovely to see you as always. Well, see you, be with you, be in your company. And it's summertime, proper summertime, like real summertime. Is that right?
People may have noticed we're missing Adam. We're trying to get him in technical hitch.
Has anyone seen him?
Yeah, if anybody sees him in the...
He's not appeared in the attendees yet.
If he doesn't turn up, maybe we should have a guest from the
Oh yeah.
From the attendee.
That's a very good idea, isn't it?
What do you think?
I think it's a very good idea.
Oh, they've all left. Yeah.
Hi, Andreas. Oh, yes, there you go. Thank you, Chris. You're handling my order of business already. I love it. Thank you. You got a guy's back. I appreciate it. Shall we start a little bit here? People can catch up as they get in there. Why am I looking at that? That is a electricity bill which has some notes on it. That's how on the ball I am tonight. So welcome everybody. This is Whose Crime Is It Anyway? Number 9, the Harrogate warm-up special. I'm Rob Parker and I'm about to attempt to gently coax a blockbuster from this fine selection of the nation's best crime writers. And we're going to do it in under an hour with your help. We've got regulars Chris McGeorge, Fiona Erskine, Trevor Wood, Judith O'Reilly, not quite Adam Peacock yet, but I've heard he's on the way, and Rob Scragg. And firstly, authors, how are you tonight? You okay?
Yeah, pretty good.
Good. Some slightly trepidatious reactions there, if that's even the word I'm looking for. Audience, thank you for being with us as always. This event always relies on you guys. Thank you very much. If you want to tweet, please tweet #1HourBlockbuster. Order of business wise, you know the drill here. We'll have some returning guests in the audience there, but for anyone who's new, the Q&A is for your big questions for the assembled authors. This is the 2 boxes we've got at the bottom. I will save some time at the end for that. And also the, what's the other one? The chat box. Well, you've already worked that one out, so I really don't need to say a bit any more on that. Just add panelists and attendees at the bottom. And we are going to build a story from absolutely nothing and see if we can make it fit. And I'm going to do it with a series of questions. As always, I've had no prep time whatsoever with my fellow authors. I do believe we've got an Adam Peacock.
I've just promoted him. He should be in.
Yeah. Is he here? Adam Peacock, come on down. He's here. He's here. What a man.
I wouldn't have missed it. I've walked across the earth to make this, so...
To have this clown ask you a variety of stupid questions.
I was just going to shout out like 13, James.
Fabulous to see you. How are you, Adam? I've asked the same question of everyone. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm all right, Canny. It's nice and sunny. And I've got because I've moved home now, I have like this set up in front of a window. So I've got a lovely view that's not of a wall. So things are looking up.
Yeah, I did notice the backdrop had changed.
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent stuff. Well, let's get straight into it. We always start these things with, we build from something and we take it from there. But usually we have a blank canvas, and we're doing the exact same tonight. But we started by building, in the past, we built with character. We've also done a MacGuffin like we did last time. And we're going to go straight in today with something from the Crime Writers Playbook, which for previous visitors will know that that is it's a series of cliches which we, the writers, swear down we don't use, but we all actually do, really. And whenever we need something to happen in a book, we usually pull one of these out of the bag. So we're going to start with that today. So imagine you've just opened the book for the first time. It said on the front, you've walked past, maybe Waterstone, something like that, or your local independent bookshop, and you've seen in the window this particular book, and oh, everyone's talking about this. You open it up and it blasts straight in from the very beginning. So how does it start? We'll go straight away because all I want is a number. First number in the chat between 1 and 6. 3. We've had a few 3s. 3 it is. There is a body on the floor. That's a pretty good start. That's it. We're in comfortable territory here, gang. I think we're okay here. First things first. Chris McGeorge, where is this body?
On the floor.
Yes.
So sharp.
Any particular floor?
Marble floor.
On a marble floor. I love this. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. Rob, can I ask? What's the general color of marble so I can get a feel for this?
It's kind of a kind of swirly kind of cappuccino-y colour marble.
Excellent. And Fiona, what is the injury that has caused this body to be there? Is there a visible injury?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's the blood has kind of pooled around the body, so there's a kind of strawberry on the cappuccino.
See, you can tell we're dealing with the best here. You see.
Yeah.
Right. Excellent. So with that in mind, we could really do with establishing. Let's establish a bit more about the body itself. Let's go with audience. Could you give a? Let's start off with a hair color for this body. What's the hair color of the person on the ground? Red. Yeah, red. We'll go with that. Red and ginger. They're the kind of. Oh, Alex wants to know: is the body completely exsanguinated?
Ooh.
Can anyone help me? What is?
That means all the blood's gone, I think. All the blood has run out.
Every last drop of it.
I think. Yeah.
Quite bold.
Fiona should know that. She's the bloody scientist. She can.
Fully bled out.
No, there's a little bit left.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's a little bit left because they've got to be able to distinguish, time of death, was it moved, all the rest of it.
Should we go with that? Should we take an exsanguinated body? I mean, there's blood everywhere on this marble floor.
Go for it.
Wow. Right. Okay. Super stuff, Alex. This is a very gross scene. We've got the audience by the neck here. Fabulous. Judith, can we have a gender of the body?
Female.
Female. Excellent. Female with red hair on the floor. Trevor, can we have an age, please, of the deceased?
38.
38. Fabulous.
How old is Ginger Spice, as a matter of interest?
I think she's older than me because I swear you're picking 38 because I just said I was 38.
No, I was aiming for Ginger Spice, but I feel I may have missed it by a few years.
I think she's older than I am. Ginger Spice.
She's older than that for sure.
If we want to keep it on message for Rob, we could always change it to Kerry Katona.
Right, that's enough. Moving swiftly on. There are no pop stars dying on this, or OnlyFans stars apparently. What, Adam, is the deceased wearing?
It's a Union Jack dress, man. Obviously.
A fancy dress costume that is a pirate costume.
Wow. So there is a dead red-headed female buccaneer exsanguinated on a marble floor. This is something. This is an explosive opening. This marble floor, Rob, where is it?
It's in the Turkish baths.
Oh, I love it. Gosh, and audience, can we have a place in the world where this Turkish baths might be? Anywhere in the world.
Yes.
It had to be. It had to be. We'll have to go with that. Does Harrogate have a Turkish bath?
Got a spa, certainly, hasn't it?
Does now.
Well, that's it.
Close
That's
enough.
good enough for me. Harrogate Turkish baths has a disaster. Oh no, sorry, I'm doing the roundup already. I don't need to be doing that now. So we need someone to find this body. And let's bring in the main character of our story. Audience, give us a name, any name in the absolute world. I can't see, they're all coming in. Cortina St. Ives, Frank, Pam, Brenda, Debbie, Dave, Ian, Wilma, John Timmons. I really like that. Tag Kalashnikov, Daddy. Nora Barnacle, right? This is too much for me. Winston said that was a Ghostbuster. Dennis Norden it'll be all right on the night, wasn't he? No. We've got a lively audience tonight. Judith, could you pick one of those names for us, please?
I think it's Wilma. She's the cleaner in the Turkish bath.
Excellent. I love this.
And an ex-policewoman.
So much backstory there in that one sentence as well. So Wilma has arrived. Chris, could I have the age of Wilma, please?
63.
63. Interesting. And we know she's a cleaner, but let's go to another. Let's flesh out this character a little bit. Is she Fiona? Is she a stay up late kind of person or an early riser?
By nature, she stay up late, but her cleaning shifts usually start at ungodly hours. So she's had to learn to be go to bed early, get up early.
Right, gotcha. And Adam, what memory from her childhood still makes her toes curl?
When she saw her beloved golden retriever get knocked over in the street in front of her.
No, we can't.
Never kill the dog, Adam.
Never kill the dog. Look at there's mutiny in the.
But to be fair, there was a cemetery nearby where they buried the dog, and then the dog came back to life.
Oh, it's Stephen King.
And that was made into a very poor movie. But
the chat's gone insane. You can't kill the dog.
That's okay. Not the dog then. Our sister.
That's fine. That one's
That's fine, man.
Oddly, that look at this. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, oddly, that is the way.
No one has any issues with the sister.
No.
Right. So she witnessed her.
To be fair, Rob, everybody loves their dog, and most people can't stand their sister, so it's fine.
My sister. I love my sister.
I love mine.
Yeah, you're saying that in public. In private, you say different things.
Well, okay then. So she's traumatized by witnessing her sister's death. I mean, it's pretty heavy going. But pretty heavy going is a massive understatement. Trevor, what colour hair has Wilma got?
She's ginger as well, but obviously she dyes it.
Right. And Judith, is there somebody in her life that she's never been able to forgive?
Yeah, she's never been able to forgive the boss, the chief constable, who made her resign from the police force for a cock up, he said.
Oh, that's interesting. This backstory is ace, because I'm thinking now that Wilma is going to take the investigation by the scruff of the neck herself, I think, here. This is where it's going. Some good stuff coming in the chat here. She left the police force under mysterious circumstances. This is Andreas. Talk of corruption and falsifying evidence. I like this. Fiona, has she ever done anything illegal? Because this would inform the backstory.
Yes.
She has. Would you care to elaborate? Do you have a firm idea? No.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. Is this the twist to be revealed at the end?
Yeah.
With a twist.
She smokes a lot of weed, I think, Rob. She smokes a lot of weed.
Oh, does she?
She's got arthritis. It helps her with her arthritis. Wants to keep her cleaning jobs, and she needs to keep her fingers moving.
Right, okay. Chris, what poster did Wilma have above her bed when she was young?
Oh God, so 63. So she was young when the Beatles. Yeah. So
And the basic rollers.
Bay City Rollers.
Yeah.
We can go with that. Yeah, I was going to go Black Sabbath, but yeah.
If it's any help, Chris, she's almost exactly the same age as me, so just work from there, really.
Bay City Rollers it is. And Rob, is she a what would they ask? What would she ask a fortune teller?
She would ask a fortune teller. I think she would ask them. Did we say her sister was killed? Was it a hit and run? Was she killed by a car?
Yeah.
I think
the audience kindly fleshed that out for us. Yeah.
Have you lost the sound? Am I there?
You're there, yeah.
Oh, sorry, you fizzled up. So I think she would ask a fortune teller when or if she'll ever find out the identity of the driver of the car and who it was.
Interesting. So she's got this haunted element to her past that she can't quite put to bed. I like it. Adam, is she a glass half full or half empty kind of person?
Half empty.
Half empty.
Right.
So a slight veil of pessimism. Glass refillable, Sarah. I like that. So more, slightly more pessimistic in life. But I suppose having gone what she's gone through, that stands to reason a little bit. I think now, I think we'll look at. I feel like we've fleshed her out really nicely there. Actually, I feel like I've got a good handle on Wilma here. Karen says that the driver was the chief constable, thinking he was running Wilma over. I think that could get very complicated very quickly. We'll get to the. Oh, Sarah says it's pronounced Vilma.
We can't decide if this is Scooby-Doo or the Flintstones here, can we?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's going mad. Right. We'll go to Judith. What was her reaction upon finding this exsanguinated corpse?
Fantastic. I get a mystery to solve.
Excellent. So there is she's quite a dark character then, isn't she, this person? And what is her Rob, what is her first action when she finds the body?
Her first action is to go and lock the door so no one else can come in.
Right, that's interesting. Because now my head's looking at this like a lock room mystery, and then Chris McGeorge has a very strong say in what comes next. But what is it? Ooh. Chris, how old's the body? How long has the body been there?
Oh, well, did we say it had a tiny bit of blood left?
Yeah.
Well, it can't be that old, can it?
Excellent.
I don't know, because someone would have. I don't know. It depends. Has blood been extracted, or it's on the floor, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all over the place by the sound of things. Does this mean this person has been damaged irreparably and left to exsanguinate? I don't know.
And does that happen though?
I've no idea. This is my first
if you leave
experience
a
of
body,
exsanguination.
does all the blood come out?
No.
Does anybody know if marble? What if marble absorbs blood and the blood's run through the marble?
No.
Fiona, I'm looking at you.
No, the blood will run off the marble. I think there must be a lot of cuts, I'm afraid.
Right.
For it to really drained.
So by 1,000.
We're really looking for a seriously sick killer here, aren't we?
Oh no,
I think Leslie's right.
The audience says the heart's still beating.
Yeah. To get the blood.
To get the blood out. Right, sorry, not now.
Oh right. So the heart was as pumped essentially all this blood's clean out of the body through a number of very serious.
So she was alive for quite some time before she
This
died.
is extremely graphic. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. One of my children has literally just gone on the piano as we're talking.
They're playing
I'm
like
more worried,
dun,
Rob,
dun,
if
dun, dun, dun.
From what I
Rob.
can tell, they're just whacking keys as hard as they possibly can.
Rob, are you not more worried that if you can hear them playing the piano, they can hear you talking about exsanguinated
That's true.
and
That's
killing
yeah.
sisters?
Yes.
I think that's what I would be worried about.
I didn't think about the flip side of that equation. No, thank you, Fiona. So I think we could do with another from the Crime Writers Playbook here, actually, because we've got these two people in a room. One's alive, one's dead. There's blood all over the place, and there's a lot of cuts. We don't know who's responsible, but I think we need something fresh coming in. Audience, give me a number 1 to 6 that isn't 3. 1 was the first one. Hi, Elodie. 1 is a phone rings. Or I quite like that. A phone rings. Trevor, where is this phone?
It's in the victim's pocket.
Yes, it was. Love it. So if it was in the victim's pocket, sorry, the children are crying now. Heard the exsanguination. So it's bedlam before.
So I can't hear anything.
Oh, good. So the victim's pocket, a phone is ringing. Judith, what does Wilma do?
She answers the phone, and the voice on the other end says, "Hey, babe, how are you?" And she says, "I'm fine."
Oh, she's a maniac, this woman. So she's gone from her cleaning job to being delighted there's a mystery to impersonating a dead person. This is great. It's dark. Danny says, the voice says, "Did you deliver it safely?" That opens up mystery. Should we take that? I think.
Yeah, take that.
Take that.
That's for me.
Fiona, what was she entrusted to deliver?
A manuscript.
Love it. Is this?
Let's not forget we're at Harrogate. So
We're at Harrogate now.
Is this great. Adam, what was the manuscript?
Dear me. It was an autobiography of a well-known but controversial celebrity. Sorry, a biography of a well-known but controversial celebrity.
That is interesting. Because I've never on here it's Richard Osman. Dear me. Richard Osman. Number 1 again today though. So there you go. Very interesting. What Rob, what does the voice on the other end of the phone sound like?
It sounds remarkably like David Walliams.
Don't get me started on that. That has really thrown me. So is it Walliams' autobiography?
What the hell? Let's say it is.
Explosive tell-all autobiography.
Could be a tell-all, including some of the original first drafts that he tried to write himself before his ghostwriter got the grips on it.
Yes, and he wants to keep it all secret.
So is it an autobiography or a biography?
I think we said it was a biography, didn't we?
Biography.
Yeah. So perhaps this person an author that's dead on the floor, a ghostwriter, which makes our role in this quite interesting.
Maybe the guy who wrote the biography also wrote his children's books.
Oh, in like a last explosive attempt to bring him down. This is brilliant. I'm really enjoying this now. Chris, when Wilma answers the phone, how does David Walliams react? This is a real person.
We'll run it past the lawyers, Rob, before we stick it.
Yeah, I don't. Some Little Britain quote. There you go.
So he only answers in his own sound bites.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's not him. It's not him. It's a David Williams soundboard.
Oh, that someone is using to.
Computer says no. Yeah.
Oh, Inga says, claim to him, I used to live above the shop where David Williams bought his olive oil. Excellent.
As claims to fame go, that's pretty weak, isn't it, really?
I like that one. That's a good one. Adam says he walked past me in London once. How did he appear, Adam? Was he?
He actually, well, I've seen him twice. The first time I sort of half met him, he was like, they do this Labour Party State of the Address at my old comprehensive school in South Shields. And David Miliband brings like a famous person who supports Labour in to give a talk. So it was David Williams, and he was doing his all, I wish you were Prime Minister, kind of like the character from Little Britain, which was quite funny. Then the second time I was just randomly walking around London. He was there, and he was like bearded. He looked quite like because he's usually in a suit, clean shaven, isn't he? But he was like dishevelled, and I was a bit frightened to say anything, so I just walked away. And yeah,
he could have just been making his way back from a Turkish sauna.
I think I tweeted him later on. He liked it, so I was like giddy. I was giddy with that.
Oh, Andreas sold books at the event he did at the Royal Chelsea Hospital. Joe says he had constipated canaries. Is that from one of the books? Unless, Joe, you were his vet that he took the canaries to. Right, anyway.
Get it back on track, Parkerand.
I know. Right, Williams is on. How do I get this back on track? Williams is on the phone. That's why he bought the olive oil. Thanks, Anne. Williams is on the phone. He's speaking in only quotes. And Karen's in the audience. I'm sorry, Karen. Wilma is there over this body, but pretending to be the person who's just died. Trevor, could you give us an insight? Why is Wilma doing this?
She thinks she recognises the body.
Does she?
Well, ginger hair, family resemblance, I think.
Oh, heck. Not more family tragedy for Wilma, please. I don't think I could take it.
She's not sure, but she's curious.
Okay. Judith, how does she investigate this, the family resemblance that she feels towards the deceased?
He says to the guy on the phone, let's meet, 10 minutes. I'll see you in Betty's. And he says, yeah, okay.
And am I right in saying that Betty's is a cafe, is it, in Harrogate?
Yeah, very famous one, yeah.
Right, thank
We'll
you.
be waiting a while to get in.
So
Harsh but
going
fair.
to meet whoever is on the phone in 10 minutes' time in Betty's. Can I just remind the audience, please, that if you'd like to ask any of the audience, any of the authors any questions, please pop them in the Q&A box so I can put it direct to them. Because I've got a few questions of my own for this crowd tonight because we've not seen each other for a bit. I want to find out what's going on. So she's going to go and meet this person. Chris, how does she prepare for this meeting?
She binge watches Little Britain, so she can recognize the quotes.
She's got 10 minutes.
So if they respond in quotes, she'll know it's not the real David Williams.
So she's going to sort of watch Little Britain in the 10 minutes she's got in a room with a call.
Yeah,
that's good. Inga says there must be a YouTube best quotes thing. So she can watch this, like a supercut, Andreas. You can watch that. She can watch that, and then she's got a bit of a head start for when she, it's like a revision session before she goes to meet this David Williams quoting person on the other end of the phone. Fiona, sorry, Fiona.
Cold. Sorry, Rob. She's a bit cold, isn't she? I mean,
very.
She's in this room with her dead body, and she's watching YouTube videos of David Williams. I mean,
I think she did her chance to redeem herself.
We never said she was a good person.
Has she had a moment of grief, or pause, or
she's crying while she's watching Little Britain.
To be fair, everybody does that, Chris. That's not an emotional thing.
I think Kevin's onto a winner here in the chat. He says, "Does she lock the door when she leaves?"
Yeah,
Yes, I think
definitely.
that's a sensible, very sensible option.
And did she unlock the door when she entered?
Did she? Audience, did she have to?
We're going into Chris territory. Let's not.
No, right, okay. The audience has spoken. The answer is no. The door was open. The body was on the floor.
Yeah.
Where's this manuscript, though, Fiona?
It's nowhere to be seen.
So it's missing. So this really was a question of someone's done her in for this explosive Williams biography, basically. That's my correct?
But if Williams wanted her to deliver it, then I don't think it can really be Williams, can it?
Williams has written a biography about Simon Cowell. That's warts and all, and he knew Simon would be unhappy about it, but he wanted it delivered nonetheless. And Simon perhaps got wind, quite literally.
So what I'm learning here is that this is like an explosive biography about a celebrity who none of us really quite know who the celebrity is. There's lots of conjecture about the subject of this manuscript, only that it has enormous potential, it seems. Karen says she swallowed it in balloons like cocaine. The killer, Anne says the killer wants to stop Williams from having any more books published. I mean, smart person.
If we had that narrows the suspect pool down to a couple of 100,000.
Anne says I did it. Wilma locks the door. She's on her way to Betty's. On arrival at Betty's. Oh, let's have a bit of the day. I mean, we need a bit of, actually, hang on a minute. We need an end game here. What is Wilma hoping to get out of this? Rob?
Oof. So I was thinking that sort of the slight resemblance to the body. I'm thinking that maybe her sister didn't actually die all those years ago. That was her sister on the floor, and the end game is to find out not only who's killed her sister, but where she's been all these years and why.
Oh.
The ages don't work though, do they? Should the body's 38 and Wilma's 63, and it happened when she was it happened when she was a kid, didn't it?
Did we say that? I'm not sure we did. Did we?
A hit and run.
We just said it was a childhood memory. I mean, it could be any time in childhood.
Maybe it's the child of the sister who lived.
Maybe.
It's a niece.
When she had a baby or something, and it's a niece?
Yeah, niece.
Oh, interesting. Right. So she's gone to Betty's. She's walked in, and I don't even know how to ask the question. Trevor, what happens when she goes into Betty's?
Sanitizes her hands.
Yeah. Thank you. Good sanitization.
What was that?
Sanitizes her hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mask on. And she sees, what does she see, Trevor?
There are no men in Betty's at all.
No men in Betty's at all. Oh. Is anyone out of place, Judith?
Is anyone out of place? Yes. The guy with the gun.
Oh, but there's no men in there.
All right. The woman with the gun.
Excellent.
The woman with the gun.
Nicely pivoted.
Chris, what does the woman look like? Broad brushstrokes.
Tall, blonde, thin.
A little bit like David Williams in a dress, I'm thinking.
Wearing a Williams mask.
Some right characterization there.
Right, and Fiona, who speaks first?
The woman with the gun.
The woman with the gun. And Rob.
Have you seen Danny's suggestion?
Rob, what does she say? I feel like
I
I've
was gonna-
stuck you in it a couple of times.
Yeah,
tonight.
no, I was going to try and go with something like what Danny had put in there, but I'm scrambling trying to think of other Little Britain catchphrases now.
Rob, what about yes, but no, but yes, but no, but? I can't do the accent.
Isn't that's my hosting style for tonight, I think.
I would step away from the cake trolley. This is no fat fighters meeting. Sit down.
Excellent. They sit down. Adam, what happens next?
She replies with the response that is essentially the code word response to what she said in the first place. So it's almost like a username password type thing. You know what I mean?
A bit like the grey squirrel flies at night. Oh yes, but only when it's moonshine.
So
or
she
something
says
like that.
something that, she says something in response that like.
Yes. So she's managed, all that revision paid off, and she got it right. And
we don't know why she knows it. That's the mystery, isn't it? But she knows what to say in that particular moment to that person.
That's true. That is true. Very nice. Very nice. If because this is like a sort of, it's a standoff, but they both think they're on the same page, it seems, at this point. But Trevor, what is it? If they said the thing was Betty's 10 minutes, why has Wilma been instructed to go to Betty's?
I thought it was Wilma who arranged the meeting.
Oh, did Wilma arrange it? I'm so sorry, everyone. Yeah. So Wilma should be in charge, therefore, shouldn't she? So what does Wilma say?
I've got the manuscript.
But she's talking rubbish. She doesn't have a manuscript.
She does that a lot, Wilma. I've noticed that.
For anyone, has anyone been to Betty's? Can they describe it for me, please?
I've been.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's got quite a small kind of bit where you enter, but then there's a much bigger room down the stairs where most
people. It's a few different levels as well, isn't it?
Right.
Sarah says it's
place
quite
for a
big.
scrap with old ladies.
Yeah. That's why I said there were no men there. There generally aren't that many, to be honest.
Right. Okay. Just trying to get it, get an image in my head. Mainly for when I have to do the cover art tomorrow to try and work out what to do with this mess. Thank you, Anne. It's amazing, very oldie worldy, and all the waitresses wear lace aprons and little hats. Excellent. Thank you. Let's talk about this woman just briefly here. Let's ask the question. What's her name, actually? Judith, what's this woman's name?
It's Caroline. Caroline.
Chris, how old is Caroline?
25.
Caroline is 25. And what does she want out of all this, Fiona?
Good question, Rob. Can I pass that on to someone else?
I was hoping someone could help me. Rob, what does she want out of all this?
You're right, you do keep stitching me up.
I
know.
We've got an answer from the audience that might help us.
She's the original author of the manuscript, and it's been stolen from her. She wants it back.
She was using a voice changer when she made the call that made her sound a bit like David Warren.
It was like Chris said, it's one of those soundboards where it's all the kind of the pre-prepared sound bites, so she was clicking on the right one at the right time.
Right. So the whole David Walliams stuff really is a bit of a ruse, isn't it?
Thank God.
Yeah, we're getting away from that. Totally.
Yeah, we've moved away from that. It's a red herring, Inga says.
It's a very non-litigious ruse, yes.
In which case, Adam, who's going to come out of this on top?
We still don't know where the manuscript is.
Well, we don't know that, and we don't, because I'm also looking at that I have to tie this up time-wise quite soon. So we need an explosive, quick finish.
Would it be too, like, out there at the minute to say the chief constable?
Inga's just said the exact same thing. The chief constable's got so the chief constable has got this manuscript. What is?
What?
Maybe it's an expose of the chief constable.
Ah.
Rob, I'm thinking this is a series, and we're not going to find the answer at the end of one.
Yeah, are we? Because I was about to say, what
It's
kind
like
of ending are we
the
going to
girl with the dragon tattoo kind of thing. Really, it's going to go on for quite a while. This.
I mean, at this point, I'm still needing a bit more information if I'm going to have any hope of tying it together with a rundown. So, Wilma. So, right, okay, Trevor, where is the manuscript now? Like, legitimately, where is the manuscript?
Oh.
I know where it is.
Chris, where is it?
Let's go.
So when Vilma goes to clean up the floor, so the chief constable gave it to this body, right? And then when Vilma goes to clean up the floor, there's so much blood everywhere. It's like almost like a little, a little pool of it. So she has to clean it up, and she starts to find pages of the manuscript everywhere. And they've been in the blood, and they're soaked, and they're ruined. So no one can.
Sorry, she did all this while she was watching Little Britain videos in the 10 minutes before she got the letters.
And she was crying because she was distraught. Yeah.
Ah.
Also, it was a pirate costume. You got to tie that in as well.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. when we edit this, I'll change the 10 minutes to 3 hours or something like that.
Does anybody deliver manuscripts in paper?
I think if you were, obviously traditionally, I don't think any of us.
All right, okay, there was a USB drive on the
Yeah.
floor, and it was ruined.
Yeah, now we're talking.
It's not a great visual, but okay.
Yeah, I was with you, Chris. I really liked all the papers blood soaked.
Yeah.
Inga says she'd swallowed it and it was cut out.
Oh, no, that's good. Yeah.
That's very good. That is very good. And exsanguination was the logical, oh, Inga, don't worry. It's not being too gruesome at all. Right. So how does this end?
Can I be a bit pedantic? But if somebody did that and cut it out, they'd taken it with them, surely.
Yes, someone else has got it.
Okay, fine.
That's my reading of it. And like you said, this is the first of an awful series.
Yeah.
Well, it's about a manuscript. How am I going to...
We said the chief constable has got it, didn't we? So the chief constable.
The chief constable, yes.
Yeah. Then he disappeared before Wilma or Velma or whatever her name is.
So
was it Wilma or
just
Velma?
Like, have we suddenly got an omniscient narrator who knows all this shit, Rob? Is that how this is working?
I think so. I mean, anything at this point fits. I think.
I think we don't have a name for the corpse, do we? But I think the murdered woman managed to scrawl a clue on the mirror or the marbled walls as she sort of, was attacked. So she provides the clue as to who actually murdered her.
And would you like to venture a guess as to what it says on the wall, Judith? Or is that where I move to someone else?
So we thought the manuscript was just a celebrity biography, and it turns out it's an expose of the links between West Yorkshire police and organised crime and Mr. Big and the chief constable, etc. So I think the chief constable had a henchman called Dave, who's a superintendent in the vice squad, who went into the Turkish baths, chased the woman into the Turkish baths and killed her. And nobody said anything in the Turkish baths because they're owned by organised crime. So they were going to keep it quiet, but for Vilma.
Has the chief constable got the USB now?
Yeah.
Okay. Rob, can I ask? Some of the blood ran away, didn't it? In this scenario, in the Turkish bath.
Did it?
It wasn't all there, was it?
I thought I don't.
I'm trying to get an angle so we can call it the girl on a drain.
So good.
I want to see that on the cover.
Wow. That I was about to ask for titles, but I don't know what we can do here. Yeah. Kevin says V for Vendetta. Better out than in from Inga. This one's for all the marble. Chris, that's you. Bloodstain from Leslie. Very classic. That's like a Frost book, I think, isn't it? That feels like that kind of thing. I think we have to go with Girl on a Drain. I just think I can't not go with that.
You just want to design the cover. I'm looking forward to seeing this cover.
Oh God! Right, right. How do we? Bear with me. All right. Girl on a Drain is the outstanding bestseller. The tentpole summer release by another major publisher coming 2022 to bookstores everywhere. And it's a tale of deceit and bloodshed that opens off explosively with the discovery of a body in a Turkish baths. It's a case of insanguination. Exsanguination. What's insanguination? Sorry. Exsanguination. As all the blood has been drained from this poor person who on the floor is dressed as a pirate with red hair. And the door is opened by Vilma, who is a ex-cop turned cleaner, who is now in her early 60s and has a very checkered past of her own. She's struggling to get over two major hurdles in her life, one being being forced out of the police by the dastardly actions of her chief constable, who laid a lot of corruption allegations at her door to force her out. But also she was present at the death the death of her sister. It's not funny, I just tripped on the word. At the death of her sister. Now I'm laughing because it's inappropriate. At the death of her sister.
I thought it was more you were going for a German accent, Rob, because you said Vilma before.
No, I know. I'm not going to do that.
Vilma at the death of her sister.
And shockingly, all this blood around, she can't work out what's happened. She can just see a great number of cuts on the body. But her police training does kick in somewhat. And she finds sort of renewed life and vigor being confronted with such bloodshed that some would argue she behaves rather callously in taking some enjoyment from this scenario. But the phone rings on the corpse, and very strangely, you've got your hand up, Fiona.
Yeah, Anne had a brilliant idea.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, she's not any old cleaner. She's a crime scene mopper-upper.
Ah, let me find. Oh, for the criminals. So she's been sent down to clean this up.
Has anybody seen? There's a Netflix series. That's exactly the premise of the Netflix series. I can't remember what it's called. It's great.
Ah, well, let's go with this. Because this sort of makes a tiny bit more sense, which is perfect. So Vilma, her job actually is, she's using her expertise in fighting crime to actually aid crime now in cleanup operations. This case being the criminally owned Turkish baths in Harrogate, which we should have come up with a title for the baths, by the way. Audience, if you can name the baths, go for it. And an extreme cleaner. That's the one. Thank you, Sarah. Turkish Delights. That's it. Turkish Delights, the Turkish baths in Harrogate. The phone rings on the body, and she answers it, to be faced with an all too familiar celebrity voice, which throws her off the scent a little bit. And she responds, I'm being very careful here for reasons of, litigiousness. She responds 10 minutes in Betty's, the famous tea shop in Harrogate, where aprons and lace is worn, and it's big enough for, everything. So in that time, she decides to research the greatest hits of said celebrity voice that she heard, so that she can pass the sort of initiation when she gets there, like the password when she gets to Betty's. And when she does get to Betty's, she sees there is a woman there who has a gun on her, rather unsubtly. and they exchange pleasantries from a famous program, which seems to settle them both down. And it's revealed there that this actually isn't the explosive manuscript. That this is all about, sorry, a manuscript, but it's not the explosive tell-all biography of a celebrity, but about all the misdeeds of the chief constable who put Vilma away. This isn't sounding too bad now. But the chief constable has got it and intends to bury it forever, because the chief constable was the one who exsanguinated the poor woman on the floor.
What about if when she says, I have the manuscript, there's a click of a gun in the background and the chief constable just says, no, you don't, I do. And then it ends.
Oh, excellent. We end like that. We end, yes, brilliant. We end with the chief constable in Betty's shooting Wilma in the head, I guess.
Wow. I was just going to leave it as an open thing for the next
Oh,
part.
right, okay,
Yeah.
sorry. With a gunshot as the chief constable reveals himself, and it's called Girl on a Drain. Coming next year. Whew.
Spotless is the Netflix series, by the way.
Excellent. Thanks,
The
Sarah.
law-abiding owner of a crime scene cleaning service is forced into business with a powerful mob boss.
Oh, that sounds cool.
It's great. It's great. It's a French-English production. Really cool.
You come here, you get good crime chat, you get a bit of fun, and you also get great TV recommendations.
There you go.
There you go.
Rob, I think you did a good job there. I think you did it a favour.
Honestly, I need aspirin and I'll lie
You
down.
made it sound almost vaguely coherent.
Just sum it up into a 1-minute elevator pitch as well.
A question we've got here in the Q&A, Anne asks, once it's safe to do so, would you all do a panel together at an event that we could come along to? I think we've got some, there's lots of thumbs up, Fiona there, leaping out of a seat. Yeah, there's lots of, we all echo that, I think. Rob, are you able to talk about any of that? Because I know you've been doing a bit of work behind the scenes.
Yeah, we haven't got it kind of confirmed or anything yet. We are trying to organise something with South Shields Libraries at the Word in did we say October or November? I think it was October, wasn't it?
Early October, I think.
So yeah, just trying to firm up the details with Pauline at the Word.
Yeah, I think that would most likely be our first sort of, unless we get an invitation somewhere else.
Yeah.
In the meantime.
And also in about a week's time, we're going to be discovering who's planning next year's Harrogate, and we're going to bombard them with
yes,
conversation throughout the entire weekend, I think.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
So we've got loads of plans for this. The first one will be in October, as it looks like, in South Shields. But from there, we hope to do this anywhere will have us, I think.
We've had three requests in the chat, Rob, so I could put for us to go to Scotland and do bloody Scotland. So if all of you could just write constant fan mail
seriously
to the organisers.
If you guys want to see this happen, tell the people and places that you want us to come to, because we'll go anywhere to do this, and all the other the usual panel-y stuff that we do as well. We'll go anywhere and do anything.
Can we take our books written in these 9 wonderful sessions and actually seriously pitch them?
Yes, I'd like to do that as well.
With straight faces.
Yes, right, okay, yes, we'll try it. Andreas asks, what is everyone reading at the moment? And is it Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby?
Oh, no, but I read his first book, which was great.
Right.
Blacktop something, can't remember.
Blacktop Wasteland.
Blacktop Wasteland.
Yeah, that was terrific.
Right.
So I'd love to read that, but I haven't had the opportunity. I don't think it's only just out, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I've not read it yet either. Andreas, what authors? What are you reading?
I'm reading a proof of a book called Hell and High Water, which Quirkus sent me. It's a Scandinavian thriller. Not sure yet. Jury's out.
Interesting stuff. Interesting. What have you got?
I'm reading a fantastic book.
Oh.
Actually, two fantastic books.
Oh, excellent.
Fiona. Hey, we got some nice colour scheme going on there, Trevor. We're matching.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Perfect. I'm reading
God
this
bless
next,
you,
though,
Fiona.
Rob. I suspect you've already read this, have you?
Oh, it made me cry, man. Yeah. Unreal.
Again, I loved his first book, so I'm going to read that next.
Talent to burn, that dude.
Sorry, that's Stephen Jay Gould's I'll Pray When I'm Dying. It's terrific. His first book was fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm reading The Devil's Advocate, is it called? The Steve Kavanagh one.
Oh, the new
Alright.
one. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I've just read a load of the Mickey Haller books by
Yeah.
Michael Connolly, and I hadn't seen it before, but obviously there's like lots of similarities,
Yeah, there are.
Interesting. What about you, Adam? What are you reading?
Actually reading a very interesting David Williams biography right now. I'm reading The Chimp Paradox by Steve Peters.
Oh,
It's quite a
cool.
well-known non-fiction book. So I've been plugging away at that, and then I've got Trevor's up next in the list, so I'll
Are you
get that
finding
done.
the
pre-Harrogate,
Chimp
hopefully.
Paradox helpful, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, I'm well into that sort of stuff. Yeah, I listen to loads of podcasts and everything, like Jay Shetty and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, no, I think it is. I think it is a very interesting book, and I know that people like Ronnie O'Sullivan, the snooker player, sort of like have been working with him over the years, and you can see his. I mean, obviously he's still a bit volatile, but you can see how he's like put that stuff into practice, and it's quite interesting.
Cool. Rob, what about you? What are you reading?
I've just finished, or not long finished, one called The Dying Squad by Adam Simcox.
Oh,
which
how is
came
it?
out in November, which was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So that's probably my top 2 reads for this year, maybe even top. And then I've just started, long overdue, 'cause it's been on my shelves for ages, but I Am Pilgrim by Terry Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
And we're all going to read Anne Block-Rich's book, aren't we, as well?
Oh, I've already read it, gang.
Obviously.
Oh, you
Go
also
get it.
have
Go
a-
get it. Slicker than brass knuckles in baby oil. There you go.
Oh, yeah, of course you have, yeah.
Yeah. Chris, what about you? What have you been reading?
Yep. Well, I'm actually writing at the moment, and I don't read crime while I'm writing. So I'm actually reading sci-fi right now, and a kind of supernatural drama. I'm reading A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And I'm on Dan Stubbings' recommendation. I'm reading Adrian Travorsky, Children of Time, which is great so far.
Nice. Awesome recommendations, because Asim down here has asked any book you would recommend. So I think we've thrown a couple of recommendations your way there, Asim. I think for myself, I've just finished Christina Dalsher's Q. She wrote Vox a couple of years ago. Q is for me, it's like a modern horror without all the bloodshed. It's about people being allocated based on their IQ, almost this Q number, and allocated what school you go into and what quality of school that might be.
Yeah, I've read that. It's good.
Yeah. Oh, did you enjoy it, Rob? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of shades of 1930s, 1940s Germany kind of underlying there as well.
Man,
Isn't it?
yeah, it was. Yeah, and yeah, hard hitting, but really
No
enjoyed
shades
it.
Shades of 2040s Britain.
Always a ray of sunshine, Adam.
Not if I've got anything to say about it, though. Not in my
Hey, there we go. And Leslie, hi again, Leslie. Leslie would like to know how many of us are going to Harrogate.
Everyone except Judith, I think. Was that right?
I'm in 2 minds, I've got to say. I can't decide.
It's a bit
Yeah.
like when we ask you questions on this panel thing.
Excuse me, I gave answers, Can't decide, I've got COVID in the house again. Ugh,
Uh,
I am paranoid about being tracked and traced or anything like that between now and Harrogate.
Oh, tell me about it, Rob. I'm not going anywhere. I'm hiding away.
Well, I've got a wedding the day before, so I'm going to be rocking up with glow sticks and a can of Red Bull. I'm there on the Saturday till the Sunday. But obviously it's quite bad in South Shields at the minute, isn't it? So I've just sort of been like living in a mini lockdown again.
Pretty much the worst place in the country, Adam, I think.
Yeah.
It is according to Sky News today, yeah.
And you would win something one day.
Like of the top 10 hotspots in the UK, 6 are in the northeast at the minute.
Well, I don't know how, based on how congested other areas and cities are. It's amazing to me, but that's where we're at. So,
Rob, Julie has actually worked out how to use this system and has raised her hand to ask a question.
It's on this, sorry.
Yeah, if you look at the participants, you can put your yellow hand up.
I can't see anyone doing it. I can see Judith had done it.
If you look at the list of attendees.
Oh, I haven't done it. Wait a sec. How do we do? I don't know how to do this. Wait a minute.
Open the participants. Click on attendees.
Julie.
Julie, put your question in the chat room if you've got one. It's your go.
Love it.
Or is it in the Q&A? Is it in the Q&A?
No, I think all the ones in the Q&A have been answered.
She's going to Harrogate.
Oh, okay.
She's going to Harrogate. Excellent. Well, that's it. That could you? I'd like to know who's going to Harrogate from the audience. And if you are going to Harrogate, please come see us. Please come say hello. It's been amazing hanging out with you all over lockdown and beyond. But you've been amazing. So yeah, please come and see us, and we'll have a chat. But anyone who's going, come find us.
Saturday, 2:00. I'm talking about writing the Life Scientific, if anyone is interested. So I doubt it will be sold out. So do come along if you can.
And Chris is on a panel as well at Harrogate.
Yeah, I'm in the Orion room. I don't think you can get in anymore though, because it's a tiny room, so there's hardly any tickets.
Is it locked?
Well, it will be. I'm sure it will be.
I was so slow there. I didn't get the gag, but I got it.
And I'll be there on Thursday night doing something, which will be fun.
Yes.
Inga's asking if the room that Chris is in has a marble floor.
It doesn't. It has a carpet, and it's like the most sweltering room you've ever seen. It's awful, and there's going to be masks in there, so you're not missing much.
You're
selling it, man.
I know, yeah.
Everyone will say it.
With you. Yeah, well, if anyone's there, please come and see us next week. It'd be really brilliant to see you in person. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, audience. Thank you again, authors, for trusting me. I don't know whether that's the right thing, but anyway, it's been always great doing this with you. Thank you for everything. And thank you for taking part. Tell your friends, #1HourBlockbuster. Stay safe. Don't get pinged on this app thing so that we can hang out next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, Rob disappeared. See you in a couple of minutes, guys, if you want to join us.
Will do. Catch you in a minute.
See you guys.